Hi, welcome to my ranting video. Excuse me, it's probably going to be long. I've tried doing this before on the phone. It keeps doing like a suicide leap or something. So I'm assuming a similar thing's going to happen and it's going to end up being really long. So as you can probably tell from the title, things didn't go well. I was hoping to do a 4-week pregnancy vlog on the Tuesday with the blood results from the Monday and update you all, and it was all going to be brilliant and wonderful. We had plans and it all went wrong. So I'm just sort of going to explain what a chemical pregnancy is and then explain what happened. So it's going to be kind of long-winded, and I don't blame anyone for just getting bored and switching off. But a chemical pregnancy is one where you get pregnant and it basically ends very early on. So it's a very early miscarriage. But for whatever reason, the implantation doesn't quite hold, or the embryo isn't quite genetically sound, or there's issues with immunology, or, you know, there's various reasons that can cause it. But basically a chemical pregnancy is just is an early miscarriage. If you are 5 weeks pregnant or less, and you have definitely been pregnant, then that's classed as a chemical pregnancy, I believe. So basically going through it, I did the test on the Saturday, came out pregnant, the lines were quite good on the test and everything. I was really pleased. I thought it was a bit of a slow burner, but whatever, it's all good. I've seen loads of those in the surrogacy world. I see Casper again, and that's not a problem, so everything's fine. So I didn't test on the Sunday. I just revelled in the awesomeness and the glow and happiness, and I was really happy, and my OPs were really happy, and I was even more happy because I made my OPs happy, and I was just in disbelief that it happened, you know, that it worked first time, even though it just seems to work first time for everyone but me. I was just really just so chuffed. So on the Monday I was having my blood draw, sorry, I'm lying here. My blood draw, I was having it on the Monday afternoon in the end because my daughter's appointment that I've been waiting 5 months for, 5 months to get this appointment at paediatrics for an autism diagnosis for Edith. Very long awaited, very hard fought for appointment, came through for that morning, so on the Tuesday. So the bloods, I rang up the clinic and said to them, look, is there any chance you could like let me off to come in early or come in that afternoon? And they're like, no, it's fine, come in late on Monday, well, 3:30, and we'll do it then. So I was like, excellent. And I was thinking, oh, we're going to get the phone call and it's positive. Congratulations. Come in 2 days to confirm and we'll book your scans in. I was just so excited. And so I got up on the Monday and I did a pregnancy test, the very last first response early result that I had. And the line was just not great. It was like it was on Saturday, possibly Friday. It was faint. Way fainter than it should have been. And I knew, I actually, for a second there, you know, when you have that cold bit where you feel like you're going to be sick, and I just went, oh, and my whole body went, and I ended up laying on the bed just feeling like I was going to throw up for a minute, because I just sort of knew. And then I thought, I'm probably being really ridiculous and I get like this when I'm hormonal anyway, so just pull yourself together. And yeah, just sucked for a moment there. So I let my IPs know and I spoke to people and they're like, don't panic, I've had that happen, and it could be that the baby's, the implantation, it's wiggled out a bit, so it's re-implanting and your levels will go back up, don't freak out, blah, 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 all these brilliant stories. And said to my that I was really concerned that it was chemical, but there was hope still, because, you know, loads of people telling me hope, and she looked up and she was like, yeah, loads of people have said they've had similar. And I was like, as long as the bloods aren't too bad, if it's only dropped a little bit, it'll probably be okay. And, you know, so carry on. I was absolutely devastated, but, you know, there's still hope, so you carry on. And I went and I got my bloods done, and they rang at like 11 o'clock that night, and they said it's 11.8. And I knew, again, I thought, that's too low. It's too low. If it'd been 15, 18, 20, fine. But I knew. 11.8. I thought there's no comeback from that. And they went, don't panic, it could be fine, it could be, you know, this and this, you know, don't worry yet, just, you know, see how it goes. They said, we really want you to come back in tomorrow. And I was like, oh, are you kidding me? This is just too much. But fine, whatever, okay, I'll sort it. So I woke up on Tuesday morning, I did another test, and the lines were really faint, and I knew it was game over. I mean, there was no coming back from that, or I didn't feel like it, but then maybe I'm dramatic and hormonal, who knows. I'm playing with this, sorry. It feels nice in your hand. I've got issues. So I knew, and my IM was obviously really upset as well, I think. But I don't even know what to say, really. And so I rang the clinic and I said, look, can I not come in today because it snowed? And it snowed overnight and everything was gridlocked. And Edith's appointment that I waited 5 months for was cancelled, and I was spitting about that, like absolutely just so angry and fed up. And I knew the levels were lower and the tests were lighter and I knew it was over, and I got sort of overwhelmed with the anger and the upset and the guilt and all of the stuff you get as a surrogate. And I know for a surrogate it's not going to be as hard as it is for OP. I know that. I'm not that self-absorbed. But it doesn't mean it doesn't suck for me too. It doesn't mean it's okay. And with the upset of Edith's appointment as well, I just thought, oh, I really hate today. And it was 1 year since my granddad had died. And that time last year, for anyone that was on my Facebook, I had an absolutely horrific time, really horrific, just one of the worst times of my life. And I was sort of reliving, for a different reason, reliving this just horrible time. And now I just hate the beginning of February. I'm actually going to dread it next year to see what happens, what can possibly come up and destroy my week next year, which sounds really dramatic, but I'm on a lot of hormones to go with it. So obviously I let my IM know, and but I didn't think it was good, and we sort of chatted, but I didn't want to get too deep. And so she was like, okay, fine. So we started looking into another clinic, and they need donor eggs now because they were their very last embryos, and as I said before, she had cancer, so there's no anything to collect now. And so they're looking for donor eggs, so it could take 4 months, could take 6 months, we don't know. But you know, I'm here and I'm waiting and ready whenever they need me. So yeah, I said to the clinic, look, I don't want to go in today. I can't do this. I don't mean to be horrible. I just can't. I'm not going to go and spend 3 hours on the M25 to get there when everything is gridlocked, just for you to turn around and just spend 3 hours coming back after a 5-minute blood appointment for you to just turn around and go, oh no, you are right. You are, it's definitely failed. Like, I know this already. The P sticks are telling me this. It's not that advanced. And they're like, well, you know, we have to keep an eye out for a topic and stuff. And I'm like, it's not ectopic. It's not. It's just failed. The end. I've been here. I've danced this dance before. I've sung this song. I get this. You know, this is my life. I know what happens now. I've done this enough now. And one thing I've got to say actually is that a chemical pregnancy as IVF is so much worse than a chemical pregnancy as a TS. This is on par with the miscarriage I had with the very first couple. This just sucks. And not in an overly dramatic way, but it's a lot harder to go through something when you've, you know, taken all the drugs and you've been sticking things up places that you do not want to be sticking things, and you're all like raw, and I just don't know how you people do IVF for yourself just easily. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. And I'm not saying I won't do it. I'm doing it. If it takes 10 times to do this for my couple, then I will do it 10 times. Even if I hate it, I will do it because I want to do it for them. It's not because I feel like I have to. I want to do it for them. But I can want something and hate it at the same time. Like, I suppose people are like that with smoking and drink problems. They want it, but they hate it. I don't know. Maybe not that deep. But, you know, I would do it. But these are the only people I will ever do GS for. I'm never doing this again. I'm not a GS person, okay? I'm a traditional surrogate. I prefer doing it. And people that are GS say, oh, I don't know how you do it and use your own eggs. But to me, my own eggs are just excess to requirement at this point. I've used them for me. I would happily share them with the world. So that doesn't fuss me at all. And TS is just so much easier. And losses with TS are just so much easier than GS. It's so much less sucky when it's your body going through it with your genetics and your stuff. It's just easier. As stupid as that may sound, it's easier and it's simpler, and it's not as hard in a sense, because you can sort of carry on the next month and you can get on with it, and it's just, you know, you just buck yourself up and you continue. And with IVF, that's not how it works. It doesn't work that way. And the emotions, and it's somebody else's everything, and I feel like I should change my name to Lisa, the Destroyer of Dreams, because it's twice now. But last time it was just easier in a sense with my last couple, because it's really, really faint line and it stopped, and that was it. This one, where you get the pregnant and knowing that there was no hope. I mean, with my previous couple, we didn't know that was it. That was the only chance, was their frozen embryos, because we thought we were going to go through egg collection again. And then it really sucked, as some of you may remember from watching me cry in a car like a turd. Then it really sucked. But at that moment when we had the chemical, it was just pants. It was pants, and it was horrible, but it is what it is. And this time it just... I feel like I've destroyed dreams. It sucks. It sucks. Really bad. And nothing I do can change that. Nothing I do is going to make it better. Nothing I do is going to magic these people's dreams back together in that sense. And I mean, I know we're going to do donor eggs and it's going to take time and that's fine. But I know it sucks. And it just puts me off IVF because it's the drugs and the stress, and with this, it's my whole family is sort of like held to ransom while I do this. I can't pick up my daughter. I can't have my animals sleep on my lap. My husband is doing the housework when he gets home from work because I'm not supposed to vacuum and stuff. I feel like I'm so absorbed with it that my kids are being sort of, well, not neglected at all, actually. If anything, I overcompensate. They probably quite like it, but I feel I'm so careful with everything because I'm so scared that anything I do would stop it from working, that I'm probably overcautious and over careful and overly pathetic, and then I just sort of let people down anyway. So I've upset my special needs child by refusing to pick her up and stuff, so she feels all dejected and for nothing. And it's just, it sucks. And yet I'm busting to do it again because I just want to give them their happy ending. I just want it to work just once, and then I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing GS again. It's too bloody hard. I don't like it. I don't know how you people do IVF over and over and over and over, because I just can't do this. I can't do this all the time. I can't. It's just not who I am. I would just give my eggs out to the world. I would sprinkle them around like glitter. That's fine. But GS, just no. It's not even necessarily the drugs. Do not get me wrong, the drugs are hard. It's hard to feel sick and have headaches and hot flushes. And it is hard, but it's really not the end of the world. It's the emotional torture that I can't deal with, and the guilt. More than anything, it's the guilt. It's all consuming and it burns. And I hate it. But there's nothing I can do about it. There is literally nothing I can do about it. So you just got to suck it up and you've got to carry on. And I will suck it up and I'll carry on and I will rock this. So eventually, I can't even. But life isn't always fair. In fact, life is basically never fair, as far as I seem to be able to, where the world that I'm living in is not fair. People shouldn't need surrogates in the first place, and people that abuse and neglect their kids shouldn't be the ones that manage to fall pregnant and have 12. It's wrong. It's really wrong on a number of levels. But then life isn't fair, and this is the world we live in, and it's getting progressively worse at the minute. So if the worst thing in my life is that I've had a slight stall in the plan, then it's not that bad. But at the same time, I still feel the need to sort of lick my wounds a little bit. And I feel awful for my IPs because they're not getting the support and the love and the, I suppose, yeah, the sympathy that I'm getting from saying on Facebook and that about it. And I cannot thank people enough. I just think you are absolutely bloody marvellous. You really are such an amazing support system. And I've really learned who some of my truest friends are because they've just been amazing. And she doesn't have that because she hasn't told people. And my IF hasn't told people. And I don't, if anyone's got any ideas for what I can do and what I can say for them, just please let me know, because I feel like I'm fighting a current here and I don't know what I'm doing. And I can't help. I can't do anything. I feel very lost and I don't like it. I don't like it. As I said before, I'm supposed to be doing the happy endings. I'm supposed to make the good things happen. I'm supposed to make wishes come true and dreams to form in front of somebody's eyes and not keep crapping on everyone. So, and I'm not saying that for sympathy. Dear God, don't start gushing in the comments below. You don't have to be all sympathetic to me. If you want to say anything, send... say something for my IP, something I can say to my IP, something I could put in a card, do a big card with comments from people in to the parents that maybe make them feel better. That's what I would like. So if anyone could do that, just a words of comfort or support or something for my IPs I can put in a card, then please comment below, because I would just be grateful, because I'm just sort of lost and I don't know what to say. But yeah, that's it for now. So I'll update you when I know what's going on and where we're going to go. Well, I think I know we're going to go and all that stuff. But this video is getting quite long, so I will speak to you all later. Sorry for the mega depressing video, but you know, that's life. Have a good day and I'll see you all soon. Bye.